stretch out when like.
Why doesn't it get bigger? Is that what you wanted to say?
Yeah, a lot of StreamYard's like interface doesn't make sense to me. It's very archaic.
Man, we shouldn't be talking shit about our stream on live. Probably listening and take us down.
Good. Suck my dick.
No one's watching.
Yeah, the StreamYard is not watching. Or they're watching like the. Did you hear about that story about that woman that got fired because her job was watching her through her webcam?
No.
And they recorded her not being at her desk.
What?
Yeah. And then she got an email later saying that she was not at her desk when she was supposed to be. And they sent her like screen caps. And she was like, what the fuck? They're watching it through her webcam, dude. That's fucking wild.
That's crazy.
Yeah. I think she's like suing them now for some like invasion.
Oh, of course.
Yeah, that's what a blunder by that company. Just a real misstep.
Kind of makes you think, like, man, like what else are they listening? Are they listening to me like pet my cat and like do like baby voices to it while I'm just sitting there working? You got fat Giorgio. I was just like, oh, fat cat. I'm just like talking like what's his name from CKY? Rab himself. Oh, I like job guy. Yeah.
I was thinking like Bubbles from Trailer Park.
Yeah,
oh, this is a fucking good kitty. Right?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, you gotta have the webcam cover. Do you have one of those?
I have a dock where I'm like it's constantly closed. So I just plug in my webcam when I need it.
Just your speakers all of a sudden hear somebody go. Can you please open your computer?
Yeah. Yeah, dude. So I noticed in my control center, it says my phone system is constantly using my microphone.
Oh.
So like even like I don't know if that just means like it's ready when I like call somebody through my phone, but you know.
Oh. I don't like that.
We get a lot of echo on both of our voices.
Oh, wait. Oh, you're not muted. That's why.
Oh, is that why?
There we go.
Oh, there we go.
There we go. How's that? Is that better, Greg?
Thanks, Greg.
Is it our unofficial producer, Greg?
Yeah. God, I wish we had a producer.
Producer who pays us.
Oh, producer who pays us. Technically like an unpaid intern, I guess, but that just pays us for the internship.
Yeah, that's like a very unpaid intern.
I know. We'll have to come up with a term for it.
Yeah.
Let's go National League.
All right. Well, now Chris White is behind a sport that we can actually watch. But he is a Cards fan. So
hey, did you watch the?
I did not.
Home Run Derby? That was pretty good.
I looked at my phone and it was like Juan Soto won the Derby, and I was like, "Fuck! I wanted to watch that." I wanted to see Schwarber.
Oh yeah, Schwarber. He did okay, but that Julio Rodriguez guy from Seattle.
Yeah.
Dude, 31 home runs in his first at bat.
Yeah, dude, his swing is fucked for the rest of the season.
Dude, it's a perfect swing too, man. It's crazy.
It's gone. Dude, every player that plays in the home run derby and gets like far, they're trash the rest of the season.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. It happened to Ohtani last year, 2 years ago.
Took out Alonso too.
Yeah. Yeah. They always say like it's something like the derby swing is different than your regular swing.
It's batting practice.
Yeah, and it fucks up it can fuck up your rhythm or something. I don't know. Your mechanics. I don't know.
We're not experts.
You're never been in a derby.
Start the audio?
Yeah, let's get going. All right. Let's do our video intro.
Yay.
Little history on Chris White is
Apparently, he's a St. Louis fan. Everybody,
What a dork.
Dork.
Little history. The Yanks have won the most World Series titles, but the Cards have won more World Series games when it's the Yanks versus the Cards. Who cares? The titles are what matters. Who cares? What a loser mentality. We've won more games. We don't have as many rings, but
it sounds like what's his name from The Office? Actually,
Oscar.
Actually,
oh,
we actually call him Actually around the office.
Actually, all right. Let's get the audio recording now. Boy, I hope you guys are ready for a very low energy podcast.
Yeah, we're just sitting here, we're whooped from the weekend.
Yeah, Dan is so low energy that he couldn't even come up with a name for this. It's just Dan.
I'm really just phoning it in right now. Just coming in as Dan.
Dan's on autopilot right now.
Oh yeah.
Oh man, yeah. This is it's going to be a low energy podcast.
We've got some fun things though in store for the audio. So, and for the stream, if you guys aren't watching it,
yes, things will be fun, but it's going to be real low energy.
It's going to be like NPR fun.
Do it, bitch. It's not even open.
Yeah, he's got to get it open. Tom's so low energy to turn on the phone system.
Yeah, the phones aren't even on. No, the phones are a no-go right now.
Oh man, is the audio running?
Yeah, audio's running.
Awesome.
All right. Don't call in yet. We'll get this going. All right, everybody, welcome back to the greatest podcast to exist in the history of podcasts, the number one source for all things craft beer related, the internationally acclaimed, Cindy Crawford approved podcast of hops, high fives. So much effort.
It's a little sore.
And friendship. I'm your host, the crispiest of boys, the king of the crunk. I'm not feeling this tonight.
You're like the Michelob Ultra of podcast hosts right now. Just not enough calories to make it interesting.
It's fair. It's fair. It's gonna take a lot to get the energy out. Yeah, it's Tom.
And I'm your other host, the Hop Master General. God, hopefully this wrestling theme makes me feel better, makes me hype. The Royer Sword Rattlesnake. Hell yeah. It's Dan.
Heck yes.
Heck yes.
With that kind of energy, I feel like you would have swung the bat and it would have just clanked off the glass, and bet you just would have heard bung. It's Dan.
Can you just open the door?
All right, everybody. You know what it is. You know what it is. You know the deal. You know what the year is. You know, it's the year of the late 90s, early 2000s hip hop.
And
I got it this time.
For our energy, we have such a hype song here that is complete polar opposite of how we're feeling tonight.
Yeah, it's this would have got us hyped up on like a normal episode, but it's kind of going to be kind of annoying right now.
Are we going to show like the most like milquetoast dance moves to this when we play it?
Oh yeah, this is going to be the scene at the from Out Cold, the end of the party.
Yeah. There it is.
All right, everybody. It's the best friends podcast in the world. And begrudgingly, the show starts right now.
Just make sure we don't get a copyright.
Yeah, I don't think.
Ooh, I like the fade out, man.
You like that?
When did you start doing that?
A couple weeks ago, but now I'm so low energy that it was like the perfect slow fade.
Dude, it was perfect. Why don't we do that all the time?
We do, but
Really?
Usually it's just you're like 29 seconds, and I'm like, yeah.
Man, that was like a perfect edit right there, man.
Little fade.
That was good. That was real producer of you.
Thank you. All right, everybody. I don't even know where to go from here.
Yeah, let's do the housekeeping.
You know what? The whole deal here. Follow, rate, review. We're on all major podcast platforms. Judging by the numbers, most of you, majority of you, I think 89% of you, listen on Apple Podcasts. So give us a follow.
Give us a follow.
Give us a rating. Dan?
5-star party?
5-star party.
We gotta bring it up a little bit here. I feel
know.
like after the first drink starts flowing, we'll get a little bit more.
Should we do some key bumps? You want to do a couple key bumps, Dan?
I'm not a big key bump guy. I'm sorry.
No, just a little. You use your nail and
I
little snooter. Just a little donker.
More the old top of the toilet tank.
Oh, okay, that's a good one. I have a good toilet for that because it's pink, so it won't blend in.
You know what? I noticed you did have a good cocaine toilet tank.
Cocaine.
Tom has the best cocaine toilet in the whole neighborhood.
That's why I bought this house.
Ooh, cocaine toilet.
That'll suit my cocaine habits very well.
Realtors like, what?
We don't do cocaine, guys. Just,
man, it matches my mirrored coffee table.
Yeah. Yeah, guys. Follow, rate, review. Shoes review. Phil gave us a nice one. Paired Pints gave us a nice review.
So genuine.
You
so
could
heartfelt.
too. Try and outclass Paired Pints. Let's make it
outclass them, or just go polar opposite and just shit on us.
Let's make it a contest. Who can be better? Who can beat Paired Pints?
You know what? We have people in who are watching this right now. We've brought this up before, like the contest for this.
Oh, this is a real dark point of the podcast.
Dark point of the podcast where we were doing a contest to see who could leave the best worst review.
I think about it at least once a week. I'm like, man, I gotta get that guy his beer.
Tom promised a guy beer for a comment for a review, and
that was 18 months ago or so.
18 months ago, and the guy still likes our posts on Instagram. God bless him.
God bless him. At this point, it's just, you're not getting your beer. It's just going to be the joke now.
You know what? If he's watching or still listening, he is from Philadelphia. If you come to our live show next week, we'll buy you a beer. Shit,
I'll buy you beer.
4 beer.
Yeah, I'll buy you
4 beers.
Yeah, I'll buy you a case of a 6-pack or a 4-pack of your choosing.
Yeah, come out to the show if you're still a loyal listener.
Yes, Steve?
Is it Steve? I don't know.
Steve?
I just know him by his Instagram.
What is it?
Hot Poppy 69420.
Oh, is that who it is now?
No, I'm just kidding. I have no idea.
It's
like SJ Keith or something.
Yeah.
If you guys know him, tell him come out.
Yeah, come out to
some beer.
Speaking of that, July 26th, next Tuesday.
Next Tuesday, guys.
We will be partying it up rooftop style at Victory Tap Room in Philadelphia.
Did you see Richie's story?
About what?
About trying to get us as drunk and just as humanly possible.
Well, that's just not happening.
Yeah, we're gonna have to put the brakes on that.
Yeah. Unless
Richie wants 3 large guys passed out in his living room.
Yeah. I gotta drive. We both have to drive from Philadelphia out back here. So
I know. And we have work the next day.
Yeah. We are going to be as lightly buzzed as humanly possible.
We're gonna be jolly.
Yeah. We'll have a good time. I've been thinking about those nachos.
Oh yeah.
The food at Victory Philly is fantastic. So get down there nice and early. Having yourself a nice dinner.
There's a new dark lager out too.
Oh, okay. All right. Also, Hopped Up Network. We're part of the Hopped Up Network. There's other podcasts on the network. HoppedUpNetwork.com. At Hopped Up Network.
Craft beer podcast.
Yeah, there you go. That's the one. We've given them enough play. You can go back and listen to other episodes.
Hopped Up Network. Shit. Come hang out at Victory Philly with us.
Yeah. Send us more.
I think I've only hung out with one of the guys.
I think there's really only one guy involved.
I think there's a couple, but this one guy came out last year and I hung out with him.
yeah, so maybe he'll bring more nonsense stickers. I got to show you all the stickers they sent us.
Oh yeah,
Yeah, it's ridiculous.
sweet.
And then
I'm a slut for stickers.
Guys,
So.
follow our support the podcast. Greg here is a supporter. He'll be on the podcast next week, so you can.
Yeah, I mean, there are so many benefits to supporting a podcast.
So many.
There's so many benefits.
Eventually.
I mean, for one, next week, Greg is going to be joining us on the podcast as a kind of a celebrity guest, special
guest host. Ooh, that reminds me. I need to put in an Amazon order. Yeah, so he's going to be joining us as a special guest host. Fourth mic.
Ooh, little fourth mic.
Yeah, I got to order another stand so we don't run into a.
Yeah, we need another stand.
Yeah,
make sure it's a tall stand because that dude's like a foot over you.
He'll make it work. He can hunch.
He was telling me, he was like, yeah, I finally met Tom. I thought he was really tall compared to you just because, I mean, Dan, look at you. And he goes, yeah, have a good solid foot on the guy.
Well, he's also a monster.
He always reminds me of like the beginning of Fraggle Rock. That big guy's just like, dum, dum, dum.
He looks like every like jam band fan. That's like, every jam band fan is like 6'8". They all have the same body shape. It's just like that's what I picture. Like I imagine him in his spare time just wearing socks with Birkenstocks.
It's HorrorCon chic. That's what he wears.
Okay, HorrorCon chic.
Yeah.
Oh man.
But he's got a shirt ready for the show too, man. He's pulling out all the stops for the show. I mean, one thing we gotta make sure Richie's got is he's got to match the.
He's gotta match the theme.
The theme. I think
he's got to be on theme.
We got to make sure he is on theme. But guys, join us Tuesday, July 26th down in Philly. If you're not going to be able to join us, we'll still be streaming. Don't worry, you can still catch the stream. But we'd like it more if you came down and hung out. So
be a lot cooler if you did. Yeah.
If you could beat our last attendance numbers.
One of you has to show up, and then we beat it.
Yeah.
High score. Yeah, come out. Guys, guess what? 1776 Ben Franklin Parkway. Not a hard one to remember, Dan.
Nope.
Support the podcast. Guys, just give us money.
Give me money. Money me. Money now.
I'm not above
me
this.
A money needing a lot now.
Tom is not above begging.
No, I will come to you hat in hand. Mostly because I primarily wear hats, when I'm not at work. So that's not that hard. Support the podcast. We'll hook you up with stuff. We got plenty of stickers. Got lots of stickers. You're basically paying $4.99 for a sticker or whatever you want to donate. If you want to donate $500, great. We can buy a new board. Thanks. Other than that, whatever you give, we appreciate. We do everything for free.
Yeah.
All our content's free.
Yeah. Free to view. We're not putting any paywalls up.
No, we won't put anything. I mean, we could. But then but that entails extra work.
I know. And then I have to start doing the foot stuff on OnlyFans.
We've tried so many times to do like extra episodes, and we do like one or two, and then we're like,
man, it's just a lot of work.
We just silently just don't do it anymore.
We're like, yeah, man, that was cool.
Yeah.
And then we don't do it.
Yeah. Yeah. So support the podcast. Let's get into this thing. We have, we should have had, I wish I had more time to do this. I should have got his sound drop.
Oh, the donkey drop.
Yeah. We got some beer from the beer mule. Matt, the beer mule. He brought us some Maine beer.
Yeah, he traveled in New England, so
we got a little like from Maine Beer Company today.
Yeah, I saw that. Yeah.
We will need a bottle opener, Dan. It should be on my whiskey area. There you go. One of them work. Yeah. So we're gonna be doing. We're
gonna start with Crispy Boy to bring it in.
Oh.
So we are going to be doing here. I'll let you take over with the bottle. We are going to be doing Prince Percy from Maine Beer Company. I always want to say Brewing Company. I always stop myself. But yeah, so we're going to be doing Prince Percy. I was talking to Tom before the podcast started. I fully support a beer that's named after a turtle. So this is hopped with Grungeist hops and featuring local Maine malted grains. This lager represents a shift from our classic ale lineup with a nod to our hop-forward focus. This beer is named in honor of Percy, a spotted turtle. Hell yeah.
I love turtles.
Dude, yeah, right? It's like, I don't know anybody who hates that animal.
I like turtles.
I like turtles.
Um,
Named after the Greek hero Perseus for the constellation pattern on its back, Percy reminds us of the importance of preserving the wetlands and vernal pools that are home to turtles and a diverse range of interconnected species. 5.1%. Let's do it.
all right. Let's do this thing.
Cheers. Ooh, that is refreshing.
Yeah, very crispy. Do what's right. No, I wouldn't expect much less from Maine.
Hell yeah.
Their beers are typically, the ones that I've had have been very on point.
Yeah.
I think they're a very well regarded beer company. They just do good beer.
It's good company, good beer.
Just all good.
Yeah.
Good all around.
I'm happy to have something that's not an IPA from Maine.
Yeah,
I've had lunch, I've had dinner, I've had a couple other IPA variations. One thing of note for Maine Beer Company is the bottles. So,
yeah,
you know, going back to the bottles, never really dipped into the can craze there. So, mad respect to that. But their IPAs, the classic New England ales, are always been on point. They've done some other great beers as well, but my two favorite are lunch and dinner. In fact, we'll be diving into one of those after this. So.
I was never aware that they were primarily an ale brewery. So I didn't really know too much about Maine. I just knew they made good beer. I didn't realize that they didn't really lager very much.
Yeah, few and far between. I
yeah.
know they have had some like porters back in the day and stuff like not so much like the Baltic porters though, but yeah, they mostly stuck with ales.
Yeah.
So it's this is actually nice. I do like the hop forwardness of their this. It's got just like almost some light, like, I don't know, I wouldn't say like lemon, but like almost like a citrusy note up front, but it has such a nice clean finish.
Yeah. It's very, very crisp, very clean, nice straw color to it.
If you want to see the dark amber version of it, it's like right here.
Clarity.
I don't know. My lighting is always like, looks like I'm drinking a completely different beer.
The flavor is just really, I mean, it's a straightforward Pilsner. I mean, it's got, like you said, there is like a citrus aspect to it.
Yeah. I feel like
hops,
that's the hop forward focus they talk about in this.
And they still are, I think using all, noble hops. So
it's all Grungeist, I believe. Yeah.
And it's not like
Grungeist.
Grungeist. I don't know.
Poltergeist. Remember that dude in the hat? That guy was scary.
Greg just went from 6 to midnight.
I know. He was like, did he make a Poltergeist reference? His house is clear.
The hops they're not overpowering. It's a very low key hop, I would say. But it definitely adds a certain
citrus floral.
Yeah, it adds another level to this.
Yeah.
I think without that being hop forward, it's almost drinks like a Michelob Ultra, like a like a very like light,
light Pilsner, almost like a liked beer.
Yeah, I like the beer. Yeah, this is definitely one I'm like trying to tell myself, like, take it easy.
Yeah, take it easy. We're gonna cook through this.
I know. I could just like slam this back and be done.
Yeah, this is
next.
Yeah, especially like coming into this, like we're like, it's like we need some like liquid energy here. like trying to kick back this
is one of those. This is like
5.1% Pilsner to try and get a nice buzz going, so this sounds better for our.
This is
our
like
audience.
this is like a thirst quenching beer.
Yeah, this is definitely like a nice like summer something you pop out of the fridge. Maybe like as the sun's going down, you're finishing up dinner or something with some friends. Pop a couple of these bottles.
I've had a couple of those recently. Like, I have a couple bottles of Sol in my fridge.
Oh,
and
okay.
I came in from, I went from mowing the lawn, and I went out and I pressure washed the front of my house, and I did that on Sunday. And
Just a real dad weekend there for you, mowing the lawn, pressure washing.
Yeah, and I
noticed
like
you were wearing cargo pants when you opened the door.
And
were they zip offs?
Well, obviously.
Okay.
What am I going to do? I'm going to buy just shorts? No, they need to be multifaceted.
Yeah.
But I came in and I was like so thirsty, and I popped open a Sol, and I was just like, I was like sucking it down like it was the elixir. I was like quenching my thirst with beer. I was like,
it's one of those. Oh, that first beer when you come in.
I did that Saturday. I went golfing, and after the cart girl came around on the 9th hole, and I was like parched. And
cart
I got
person, Tom.
No, they're primarily female. So
okay.
I'm going to stick with cart girl.
Okay.
So I got they had little cans of transfusions, which is transfusion is vodka, grape juice, ginger ale, and a squeeze of lime.
Okay.
Very refreshing. And I like cracked that thing, and I was just like drinking it like a soda. Like I was just like, glug, 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 glug. And
everyone else is drinking it. You're just shotgunning it.
Oh my God. And I was like, I had to like stop myself like 3 glugs in. And I was like, this is vodka. like, let's settle it down, Tom.
I mean, those canned vodka drinks, they're really only about 4 or 5%. So
I'd have to see what they are. I want to say it's like 8.
Oof. Little campaign for you.
Yeah. It was, yeah, they'll get you right.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's as we get into the summer heat, I catch myself like doing that like thirst quenching with booze, and
it's not working.
No, well, I mean, it's not a good thing to be doing.
That's like, it turned me back into like wheat beers recently. Like doing a couple of wheat beers in our local area came out that I've been just like kicking back, especially like, you know, we kind of started some of the wheat beer episodes with Warwick Farm, and like going into that beer, you know, I was like, man, this is so refreshing. I had one like, you know, out after mountain biking, I was just like kicked one back too, just like chugged it. I'm like, it was such a refreshing beer. I think searching for these like beers like this, especially after doing something like strenuous.
Yeah, boy, we give Warwick a lot of play on this podcast.
We give him a lot of love.
Yeah.
If only Timmy gave us love in return.
If only that love was reciprocated. To dream, Dan.
To dream a dream.
So, I mean, we didn't have too many topics for this week. I feel like, I don't know if it was just that both of us were so busy and bogged down with everything, all life, I guess, that we didn't realize we didn't notice any goings on in the craft beer community. But I thought it was like kind of a quiet week.
It's a quiet week. I mean, you're coming out of a holiday like weekend, like a big holiday drinking weekend and everything. And like the last 2 weekends have been pretty kind of low key.
Sure.
People going home, and actually like people going back out on vacation now before like, you know, the college kids go off and everything and stuff like that. Like the world's back to normal with like vacation schedules.
Yeah.
Which is crazy.
The CDC just they just got rid of the cruise guidelines.
Oh, really?
Yeah. They were like, COVID's over. USA won.
Oh man, it's gonna come into the last ship now. There's gonna be a cruise line. It's gonna be the last ship that never gets COVID while the rest of the country suffers. We can't dock anywhere.
Have you ever been on a cruise, Dan?
I have not.
I haven't either, and I have no desire to.
Oh man, I feel like it's. I know it's meant to be a party. Like it's like, hey, all inclusive, come get drunk on a ship, and I'm like, I don't know if I want to be drunk on a ship.
No,
I don't know if I want to deal with the movement.
Well,
and
my big thing is, and I'm sure I think this is where you're going too. I genuinely don't like people.
Yeah, and it's just like people are.
You're forced to be on. You're basically on a floating subway train. Like it's like the scourge of the earth. Like
Yeah.
are people that go on cruises, and I don't. That's not relaxing to me. I don't want to go in like the pool on the deck. Like I don't want to go
I
in
bet
some
it's so warm with all the bodies in
some
it.
public pool and
It smells like pee-pee.
oh and just a bunch of kids running around. I know this is a hot topic in the beer scene right now, but
Those kids running around. Yeah.
um,
You know what? Like a cruise just like in my head equates to is like when you go to like the men's room and you choose that urinal that's kind of far from everybody, but you get that one guy who goes next to you. That's the cruise line right there.
Yeah.
Because you're gonna go on the deck and you're gonna find that chair that's all to yourself. And then all of a sudden you're just
gonna some slob is gonna just
some like fat dude just gonna lay down next to you, no deodorant, just like walked out of his room after just being asleep.
Some dude who's glistening under his hair sweater.
Yeah. Oh yeah, he looks like somebody dropped like a hot dog on a hairy floor.
Oh my god. He's gonna look like a piece of like salami that's been sitting on the meat tray a little too long.
Yeah, it's gonna smell like it too.
Yeah.
Oh, that's how I think. Like cruise lines never like appealed to me,
and it's all buffet. Like, but a good buffet is when you find a good buffet, it's great. But I don't want all buffets, and I don't want to share buffets with all the people that you see on there.
Damn. Okay. If that last sentence is still relevant, fuck that noise.
The hell do you go on a Mormon cruise?
He's on an LDS cruise.
Jesus God.
He came back rejuvenated with 3 additional wives.
Yeah, the SS John Smith.
Yeah.
That's awful. Why would you? I couldn't go. Yeah. There's no way I could go on a cruise without inclusive alcohol.
Yeah, exactly. That has to be in there. Man.
So that's the only cruise I've ever almost went on.
Was Disney?
Yeah, and that was back when I worked for the Mouse.
You were when you're employed by the Mouse.
Yeah, when I was employed by the Mouse, we got you got a free cruise ticket.
Wow, that's crazy.
You got they had good benefits there. I mean, like you could get free park passes.
That'd be sick.
And you got, I mean, that's sick now, but not 24-year-old Tom not thinking like, hey, I'm going to go down to Disney.
That's true.
But you like it was the cruises were free. You just had to like fly yourself down to Miami. Yeah. And that's the closest I've ever been to a cruise. The only cruise I think I would go on, and my wife and I have talked about doing it at some point in the future, is the Viking cruise line, and just do like the Rhine River.
Yeah, we've talked about it too.
Yeah,
that'd be a cool one to do. Definitely.
I imagine that would be not like the type of people that go on like Carnival cruises.
Yeah, it would definitely be a different type of animal on that ship.
Yeah.
Like there's a lot of like storybook like towns that you stop in and stuff like that, which is kind of cool. Mm-hmm. Seeing like some of the quote ports of call on the river is pretty interesting. Another cruise I'd probably go on, if you want to listen back to episode 117, would probably be a cruise ship that had a brewery on it.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I guess that's right. Was Carnival, wasn't it? I think he said it was Carnival.
Was it Carnival?
Yeah. So it could have been Carnival, the same one as Chris was on, potentially, that had a brewery on it. Be interesting to see how that worked.
Yeah. Still not enough for me to
just trying to get a little bit off the tank from them. I'm like, hey guys,
still not enough for me to go put myself in that situation.
I know. Yeah, dude. And like somebody like does get sick, like a COVID incident, it just gets the whole fucking thing, man. Like what are you just gonna like jump off the back with a lifeboat?
I'm such a nervous wreck anyway that like. And I'm such a light sleeper that like one little like jostle, like I'd wake up like we're sinking. Like I just don't think. I think cruises are not in the cards for me. I don't think that's something that I will ever do.
Dude, I didn't think cruise lines were actually going to be in the topics that we were going to talk about.
No.
Man. We got a nice hefty topic.
Yeah, nice little topic there out of it.
Nice. Speaking of a closely congested group of terrible people, you want to talk about your topic on?
Oh yeah. So
and then we'll talk about mine when we bring up IPAs because it might be worth noting.
Yeah, oh my god, I'm all over the place here.
Do we have any calls in?
No, you would have heard it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Did we get the? But
no.
did we get the sound fixed?
Yeah,
Would I have heard
it? Sound is fixed.
Okay.
We have no here. Chris White's a coward. So we were looking at earlier before the podcast. We were looking at the cesspool that is.
Speaking of cesspool of closely congested people,
yeah,
Brewers and PA Facebook group.
And yeah, let us be clear here. The Facebook group is what we're talking about. So the admins over there, and you know, Breweries and PA, Matt and Chad, they brought up a topic of you got it, buddy. Say no more. Say less. Yeah. They brought up a topic. What's the next big change you see coming in PA craft beer?
You want me to pull it up because of your
Oh yeah, that's right. I can't share.
Computer.
Can't share nothing.
Yeah, so what they talked about in I guess when we were going through everything was like big trends that are going to be in craft beer. So actually, oh man, we should have this pulled up on mine. I have to go through like I have to go through double security.
Oh no.
Facebook.
Oh no, Dan's too afraid to get hacked.
No, work.
Oh, that's right. You deal with that. So they brought up what's the next big change you see coming in PA craft beer, and I think that the first thing that they brought up is the opposite of what I think will be the next big thing in craft beer. So they start off saying we think brewery made seltzers will start to go away and breweries will leave them to the High Noon / Trulies of the world, which I disagree with. I think that seltzers are becoming bigger and bigger. I have dipped my toe into seltzers.
Yeah.
I think seltzers do have a place. The Trulies are really good to have on like a hot summer day when you're not feeling like I'm not feeling like drinking a bunch of hops. I want to drink a nice cucumber watermelon seltzer.
Yeah, it definitely has like it. Seltzers, I think, might go by the wayside for breweries.
You
just
think
because...
so? I think I think that they're a great thing to have because so many people like seltzers now that it's great to have like at least one on tap because you're going to get those people that come in with the craft beer fan that is like, I don't like drinking beer.
Yeah, I mean, there'll always be a place for it, but you're also taking up like tank space for like your beers and stuff like that. So
that's true.
It's like if you are a brewery that has like, the capacity to do it, like, hey, that's a viable option for non-beer drinkers at your brewery. How far down on their page is this guy? I
have no idea.
Oh my God, I've been scrolling for like ever.
And Matt, you're always in a safe place, agreeing with me. So I get the whole it's taking up tank space, but I think by doing that, if by getting rid of seltzers, they're leaving money on the table. You know what I mean? It's one of those things that let me see, Dan. Maybe I can.
I got it.
You got it?
Yeah, I just don't know how to make it big. How'd you make it bigger?
Do you really want to know, Dan?
Yeah.
I think I just clicked on the thing. God, we're old.
I know.
Yeah, you just click. If you click on the big, what's the next big thing?
Okay.
The logo thing there. So there was a couple other suggestions in here. like let's see, we got fruit beers like Cherry Seinfeld from Second Sin, Nitro Milk Stouts. I think that's really someone that just wants more of that. I don't think I would almost say that adjunct heavy beers are going to be I think they've been slowly being phased out.
Adjunct heavy. Yeah, I would say probably there's going to be less and less of that.
I think that you're seeing less and less beers like the adjunct heavy IPAs. You're seeing less and less of those where breweries are now concentrating on hop combinations over throwing a shit ton of adjuncts in there.
Yeah, trying to get the flavors of the adjuncts by, brewing beer.
I mean, I feel like the milkshake style IPA has really fallen off.
I love that one right there. It's the breweries with kiddie play areas was pretty funny.
Yeah, that's a nice little
yeah.
nice little
I like how somebody clearly is offended by the fruit sours go away. I doubt this will happen.
yeah.
Daycare services. New Jersey breweries located in PA.
That I mean, that would be very possible that we might see some big New Jersey brewery shift over to PA.
Yeah, I would agree with that too. Especially just with the easier laws to kind of go with, especially after the new brewery like laws and everything that went into place.
Yeah.
Come to Pennsylvania, a little easier to have a brewery. So
yeah, I think we'll start to see that.
Belgian prediction or preference.
Yeah, the Belgian. we kind of went through this a little bit before the podcast went live.
But and someone just saying like Belgians, like what kind of Belgians are you talking about? Are we talking like Belgian pales? Are we talking wit beers? Are we talking Belgian double, triple? I think Belgian double and triple.
Yeah,
quads.
I think that's what they're primarily talking about.
That's what this person's just trying to like swing a little bit.
As much as I think Dan and I would love to see Belgians make a big resurgence, I think it's going to stay how it is. I think you're going to have a few select breweries that do Belgians really well, and put them out sparingly. And it's not going to be a big. I don't think they're going to be a big style again.
No,
I think they're where they're at. I think they're kind of plateaued.
Yeah,
and they're going to stay there for a while. There was another one that was what was the other? English bitters. They said. Someone said English bitters.
I think it was My Box too.
Oh yeah, My Box. Yeah. My Box not happening.
I think the bitters have kind of gotten a little bit of popularity in bars and stuff because of the low ABV and the approachability of it. I mean, in some breweries,
I think these beers are going to become more prominent than they were previously, but they're not going to be anywhere like a fruited sour or a hazy IPA where they're going to be like hype beers. You know?
Exactly.
They're going to get released every once in a while, and we'll definitely. I mean, we're already seeing more and more My Box coming out.
Yeah,
but again, it's not like a style that people are beating down the door for.
And I think that's also like Year the Lager too, like people making that.
Pat wants to see more cool ships and lambic styles coming out. I think that there needs to be more education about cool ships before they become popular. I know that there's a lot of brewers that want to do more cool ship stuff.
People want to be Allagash.
All right. We're back. We're back. Oh,
I'm back.
Dan's back. Dan's back. Okay. All right. Let's see.
Oh man.
All right. All right. We're back. We're back.
Sorry, we had to start some
You know what? You know what? Comcast can suck my extremely average dick.
we were getting into a great conversation too. I started finishing it via text, but about the cool ships and everything being a trend with craft beer, and you did highlight a good point about definitely needing more education. I think everyone was kind of agreeing with you, Tom, before your Burger King Wi-Fi went out.
Yeah, the Burger King Wi-Fi strikes again.
I guess I'll call in now.
You can spend so much money on internet equipment and it still fucks you.
All right, so let's do final thoughts on Percy and get into another beer.
I thought it was super refreshing, super crushable, just a really good, tasty Pilsner.
Yeah, I enjoyed the subtle hop forwardness that they brought to it. Being a brewery that's known for their ales, that was nice to a nice little nod to that while keeping a nice like straw kind of maltiness to it, like very light straw maltiness to the beer. It was, like I said, we were talking about, it's a nice, refreshing, I would say, summer beer. I mean, if the bottles didn't look so nice, this would be something I would just chug. But this is definitely, like I said, if this was like a hot summer evening, maybe you have some friends over for dinner, bringing one of these bottles out, it's kind of more of a celebratory thing, in my opinion.
Yeah, I agree.
Maine beer, it deserves a little fanfare. Speaking of fanfare, I'm gonna nerd out on this one, because this next one's my favorite.
Yes, go for it.
All right, guys. So while we're getting this pulled up here, we're gonna get into our next beer and continue the craft beer talk. But we are going into one of them that put Maine Beer Company on the map, and we are talking about Dinner.
Ooh.
Dinner is their first double IPA, dry, refreshing, and hoppy. We really focus on hop flavor and aroma here to maximize hop character. We dry hop Dinner twice with over 6 pounds of hops per barrel. For the best experience, please enjoy as fresh as possible. Citra, Falconer's Flight, Mosaic, Simcoe, 8.2%. So we are ready to rock.
I am very ready to rock. All right. So classic lager IPA episode.
Yep, we're doing the Pilsner, we're doing the crisp, we're doing the hops. This is what we do. This is what we do.
You
know what we didn't do today with the beers is we didn't do our crack.
Well, there's not really much to crack with the bottles. It's kind of a
very I would say little fanfare with the crack.
Yeah.
Tom doesn't want to crack a beer unless it's just coming right in his face.
Yeah, if it can't finish on my chin, what's the point?
Drank a whole bottle alongside you. One quick.
There you go. All right,
the beer mule is in.
We can get you a sound drop one day, Matt. All right, Dan, Sancha.
Cheers. Oh man, Tom is just going right in for the sip. He's just chugging. He's chugging it.
What are we at? Dinner time?
Yeah, this is dinner. I haven't even taken a sip yet because on the nose, this is just a beautiful beer.
What's this hopped with?
Citra, Falconer's Flight, Mosaic, and Simcoe.
Falconer's Flight.
Yeah, man, I got it right off the bat there. Yeah, Falconer's Flight was the one that I was like stuck on.
Wasn't there like an 80s show called Falcon?
Oh, was there? I thought there was like Lady Hawk.
No, I thought there was a
movie.
I thought there was an 80s show called like Falcon. It was about like a falconer.
A falconer, really?
Yeah.
Maybe. I thought Lady Hawk was about a falconer.
Let's see. Falcon show. Not that Falcon. I have a feeling that there was a Falcon show.
Might have been. Who knows?
TV series. It's in Germany.
It's in Germany.
Maybe that was like a fever dream. I don't know.
All right.
Yeah. What are we? That you know what? That's why it's not coming up because I'm using fucking Bing. Jesus Christ. So we were talking about
We were talking about trends with craft beer, and I think you and I kind of agreed on. I think a trend that will definitely be kind of going back to what we were talking about here. I think there's going to be a resurgence of light beer.
Oh yes.
Yeah, so we talked about this before we started a stream of kind of I think we're going to see a trend with, especially with the year of the lager coming out. I think the year of the ultra light lager, like craft Michelob Ultra. There's going to be this whole because there's a lot of companies that do it like
Dogfish.
St. Archer out west is always doing like Athletic Brewing does, they do their non-alcoholic, but they also do their like low calorie beers as well. I think you're going to see a surge in people who are, I guess, coming out of the pandemic. We're coming out a bit heavy out of the pandemic.
Yeah, we're leaving we're leaving COVID like we left our freshman year of college.
Yeah, right. Yeah, we've got that freshman 15 coming out of 2 years of COVID. People are burned out on hazies. I think they're going to be looking for the ultra light beers.
Yeah, I mean, I agree with that. The low ABV, low cal. Dogfish Head did the low cal IPA. Yingling did Flight, which is their low cal lager. Yeah, there you go, Chris White. Quality craft pilsners will rise. Yeah, I
feel like that is happening already. Yeah,
it's risen. Much like our Lord and Savior Jesus Christ.
I feel like the cave has been opened on that one.
Yeah, Pilsner has risen.
Craft pilsners have they've come back into town on a donkey. People are laying palms in front of it. I think the craft pilsners are kind of what's paving the way to this next trend, and I think that's what's going to happen.
You know what happened was Pilsner took our stunning loss to Joe Biden. Very difficult. He took it to heart. He really thought
your presidential race.
Yeah, he thought.
Tom and Pilsner really thought they had the presidential race.
Well, when I was talking to him, he said, "There's no way we lose to a senile geriatric who can't ride bikes." And I said, "I agree." But
let's in the pedal. No.
Let's let it play out. Let's let it play out. And you know what? A guy won. What a guy? Well, a cadaver won. A Joe Biden body double won.
Weekend at Bernie's 3.
Yeah. Yeah. So he took that loss really hard. But I think he picked himself back up by the bootstraps, and he's coming for my vice president nod in 2020, 2024.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think it's going to be, I think the presidential race though, I mean, with Pilsner gaining popularity, I think it might be Pilsner Tom.
You think I'm going to take a backseat to Pilsner?
Yeah. I think you already have. I think you helped Pilsner gain a lot of popularity, Tom. We had a whole season of Tom Pilsner 20.
My issue is I don't think Pilsner holds the libertarian views as highly as I do. So
I feel like there's a Pilsner for every household, man.
There's a Pilsner for every household.
I feel like you helped Pilsner in 2020 gain popularity in your presidential election, Tom Pilsner.
So I take the back seat. Maybe that's the combination. That's the winning combination.
I feel like Pilsner's going to have to be the front runner. You might have to just be the working behind the scenes. You have to be the Dick Cheney of this race here.
I can play that part really well.
Yeah, I feel like you could play a mean Dick Cheney over there.
Yeah, I can.
I feel like you could pull the strings over there. But Pilsner's got to be up front, man.
Dan, yeah, you really piqued my interest there. I get to play the part of the evil puppet master.
Yeah,
it's what I was built for.
I feel like Tom, that's just got your MO written all over it.
I can do that a lot.
Yeah.
Just bomb the cocksuckers.
Just a lot of like catching your breath and mouth breathing.
I can get a pacemaker installed. I mean, it's bound to happen eventually anyway.
Yeah.
I'm gonna get ahead of it.
You're already sauntering down that road, man. But yeah, I feel like the big push is going to be ultra light lagers and pilsners, ultra light or just ultra light craft beer. People like, I feel like breweries are going to start putting the calories on, be like, this is super light. This is, people are going to be trying to go at those people who are focusing on their fitness, who are focusing on coming out of the pandemic and trying to like better their, health, better their, quality of living. Unlike us who are just sinking into beers.
I just like the idea of we're going to try and better our health, but not giving up beer.
Not giving up beer, though. One thing you could say too is coming out of the pandemic, a lot of people have gone sober. Could be the rise of non-alcoholic options at craft breweries too.
I mean, NAs have really come.
NAs have really.
They really come into their own. I just don't see that. I mean, I don't. If I'm giving up alcohol, I mean, I'm giving up alcohol. I don't really see the point in drinking in NA for me, because like it's just, I don't know. It's empty calories.
Yes, and sobriety. I mean, I don't know.
I guess at
our age, it's kind of bad because people have kind of gone out of the party phase, and like people have kind of turned to sobriety and like bettered their. A lot of people who have bettered their lives from it.
Honestly, I think if we didn't have the podcast, I'd probably could just stop drinking beer.
Damn, dude,
I can just stop. I mean,
don't make me sound like an enabler over here.
No, I love doing the podcast. I think if that was like,
you make me sound like I'm the enabler here. I'm just making you drink.
No.
If you didn't come over here every day with beer, I'd be sober.
Dan, I'm not going to say that. These are your words, not mine. It's just, sometimes I feel like I have a gun to my back. No, I just
the small of your back is all I can reach.
But even if I gave up beer, it's not a sobriety thing. Like when I gave up beer before, when I did no sugar, but I still drank vodka.
Yeah.
I just found a way to do no sugar beer and no sugar alcohol. It was tough. Vodka club soda with a squeeze of lime.
Yeah.
Not great. So yeah, I mean, we had some other things in here. I think a lot of these are not really on point.
There were some funny ones.
There's some very funny ones. I just don't think they're realistic. I think some of those lesser types of beers, like not lesser, but lesser hyped, I suppose, like Belgians.
Yeah.
They're always going to be there. They're never going to get hyped.
Yeah, I feel like the lager and Pilsner hype is really a result of people who are burned out on heavier beers. So I feel like that. Agree. I feel like that boat's just going to continue to float. It's going to continue to evolve.
I think we're going to get less adjunct beers. Unfortunately, I don't think smoothie sours are going to go away.
Nah,
they're definitely getting less popular.
They're also becoming less beer.
Yes, but they're becoming less sought after, I should say.
Yeah.
You don't see too many like ISOs.
The ISOs are now in search of a new foot. So
yeah. ISO insulin.
They're commenting on like Canadian pharmaceutical Instagrams. Just got my smoogies. Got to go get my insulin in Toronto.
The one that we talked about before the podcast was there was a mention of breweries that do not brew any beer.
Yeah, and I don't know, like that comment
it talked about licensing. So the conclusion that Dan brought up was maybe they're talking about contract brewing.
It's just breweries that don't brew their own beer because they can't get the R license.
Like
maybe some of like Two Locals or something where like they're just, or even like Trager where they're brewing out of another location or contract brewing,
And
but they don't have a brick and mortar because of these R license issues,
And
scarcity.
There is becoming more and more breweries that offer contract brewing. We have Stable 12, Sly Fox, Mainstay, Broken Goblet. I think Neshaminy does some contract
I heard
brewing.
Sly Fox does a lot of different companies, like bigger ones too,
Mhm.
like ones you wouldn't think need a contract brew.
Yeah, so I mean, contract brewing could be a big avenue for guys like, certain people like you said, Two Locals does contract brewing. Someone like Experimental could be doing that. I mean,
Yeah, I
it's
feel
a
like
little
it's
difficult for him because of the adjuncts that he uses. But
yeah, all the marshmallow and
yeah,
lactose he uses.
yeah, I think breweries are getting away from doing the marshmallow and,
I feel
and
like
lactose.
it's like guerrilla brewing. Like it's not home brewing because you're at another level where like it's almost retail selling it, but like you don't have a brick and mortar or a license.
It's like brewing purgatory. It's like you're not a home brewer, but you're not a brewery.
You don't have a brewery.
Yeah.
You're kind of in this like a nomadic like gypsy brewing.
Yeah, you're like Ronin. You're like
the lone
Ronin,
samurai.
Yeah, Ronin Brewery.
Oh man. But yeah, I mean,
to me.
I feel like that is what this guy is trying to convey in the comment here.
Yeah.
For that, is just because he does bring up, I guess that scarcity or something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, shoot us some comments, shoot us an email. What do you think is going to be what's going to be the big push and the next big change in craft beer?
It's going to be Tom enjoying a smoothie.
No, I can assure you that's not going to be the case.
What if I told you under this label right here that says dinner, it's actually an imprint beer? It's not. I can
taste quality in this, so I already know.
Yeah. So how you feeling on this dinner?
It's fantastic.
Yeah.
It's not. I wouldn't call it a hazy. It's not.
Yeah, I mean,
particularly
it's unfiltered,
hazy,
but like it's definitely got that more traditional like American IPA or like New England IPA.
Yeah,
which like they never put New England IPA into the BJCP. They just went American IPA to hazy.
I mean, it's very enjoyable. 8.2%. I think it's on the low end of the double, which is nice.
Yeah, and it doesn't drink like one too. No. It's very. I love the light body. Whenever I get a lunch or a dinner, it's one of those bottles that I grab a glass, I crack the bottle, and I just sit there like, on a couch or something. I'm just pouring it and just enjoying a bottle of beer. Again, can't stress this enough. The bottles are awesome. Coming out of the can, like, we're in the can craze right now, and there's nothing wrong with cans, but every now and then getting like a banging beer in a bottle, it's just awesome.
It's nice. So I think we had some fun topics that you were talking about, Dan.
Yeah, I was gonna say I wanted to save this one for IPAs and just talking about beer trends and hype beer. I thought we talked about this a while back, but this was something I thought was hilarious when it comes to just like craft beer trolling. Untapped, Tom hit it, and just, I mean, sheer ingenuity when it comes to like, I have so much more respect for this brewery now after this. So I guess before I share the screen, let's just do a little backstory on this. So there is a Pennsylvania brewery out here in Gettysburg called Fourscore Beer Company. And they had collaborated with, I guess, a beer meme Instagram called Haze Boys.
Shout out Haze Boys.
Haze Boys. They're doing the Lord's work out there. They have some of the funniest. I mean, if you're into craft beer and want to see some funny craft beer memes, you got to check out Haze Boys. But so they collaborated with Fourscore Beer Company. And here, I'll just kind of put this up here because, our boy Pilsnerish. Guys, if you want to go back and listen to our Untapped WTF episode, Pilsnerish is another Instagram that just does fantastic work.
Still one of my favorite episodes to this day.
Yeah. So, it's a little small here, but I'll just kind of he has a great
Small one,
synopsis
alright.
right here. Fourscore brewed one beer and put it in 3 separate cans with 3 separate labels. Thanks to Hayes Boys, looks like Uncapped, and Lorenzo Beer Cat, and at Black Ninja Design. I mean, I'm only really familiar with Hayes Boys, and I thought like this was genius. So like, and the pictures are great too, because it's really taking all of those internet cicerones over there, and Pilsner actually does highlight a pretty funny thing. It's like, it's pretty, there wasn't too much variety in the ratings, but the comments are just great. So let's go to this first one here. They are all unique. I think I like this one the best. Same beers, guys. Same beers. Just keep that in the back of your head.
So here's the thing. Now, that to me reads like they're tongue in cheeking it. Like we get the joke, and what tips it off to me is look at the rating.
Yeah, 420.
They went out of the way to do a 4.20.
Well, yeah, I mean he pays for UNTAPPD, so
yeah. So I think that that definitely, I think that person is going along with the joke.
It might be, but look at this one. Same person. I feel like this one is maltier with more of a bite, like the first one better.
Okay, it's getting less and less likely that that this person went with the joke.
And make sure he tags the ultimate UNTAPPD, and that's the only person who gets tagged in this. Better than expected. Excited for the next 2.
All right, he's definitely not
no.
Yeah.
No, you thought he was biting in. No, and I get it. All right. This one, just really going into it right here.
So very fruity and super easy to drink. Slightly notes of mild citrus, mild pineapple, some white grape, a bit of cannabis-like notes, and a dry finish. I can really tell if they are equally the same. They seem so, and taste pretty much the same.
I think that's like
if there is
really
a
tell.
V.
Yeah,
I know. There is a V. I don't know. 4.25. Okay.
Yeah.
Taking the Black Ninja collabs. Okay. 4.20.
Yeah, I feel like this guy is kind of dipping into the. But then it goes to 4 for a different one right there. Might be. And then this is pretty funny here. These are all pretty much similar, I feel like, but this one may have been a slight edge is my favorite.
Good job, Rexar.
This is great. 5 stars, but I like Fire Your Designer a little bit better, which is another one in the 4.
Yeah. minus 0.25. Go to hell, Hayes Boys.
So I thought it was pretty fun. Like, of all the trolls that you could do as a brewery, and like we're from Pennsylvania, so we kind of know this brewery a little bit more than like maybe some of our listeners who are in different areas. But
do we have listeners outside of Pennsylvania?
Ghana, man.
Oh yeah, Ghana.
So I mean, Fourscore on the surface to me was always a brewery that like you saw a lot of the smoothie sours and the adjunct laden beers coming out of. But I have a newfound respect for this brewery to just lean into UNTAPPD trolling. Like, you know what? I might drink one of these Jombies or whatever these smoothie sours they have from it, just based on respect for what they did here. That was like the ultimate internet troll right there. And I know it's like an idea from Hayes Boys and those other guys, but like to have them be like, yeah, fuck it, let's do it.
I respect where your head's at there, Dan. Still not going to drink that stupid beer, that stupid Jombie, whatever they are.
It might be the laugh you drink for the next time we do that.
Oh my god. Well, we got to wait a little bit, and then we can do a high version of you laugh you drink.
There you go.
Might be a little bit more laughing in there.
I might have an edge up on that one.
Yeah. So yeah, I mean, I like the troll. The idea of just doing the same beer with 3 different labels and 3 different names.
Yeah, it's such a great
it's a great concept.
Yeah, especially to like attack all of like, I mean, every brewery has those UNTAPPD people who just they see them every day. They're always coming to your brewery. They always tell you to your face how much they love your beer, and then they rate you 2 fucking stars on Untapped because they feel like they're an internet cicerone.
See,
They feel like they know craft beer. And like, I know a couple and have to look at them every day.
I love it's the I don't need to take the Cicerone exam because I know I'm going to pass. I mean, why spend the money?
This is great.
Oh, wow. What a great idea.
Oh, yeah. Having a flight for it.
Yeah. A flight of it.
The Hayes Boys flight.
Wow.
Flight of the Hayes Boys.
Yeah. If they're not doing that, hire Matt.
Yeah, that's an incredible idea right there.
Yeah. I am definitely impressed by that. All right, Dan, we have a little bit of time left.
Yeah.
We can do another Pilsnerish post, or we can get into some Nerf massacres.
Wait, do we have videos for this Nerf gun?
No, there's no videos yet. I
Is
think it was just announced.
it was just announced?
Yeah.
I feel like we have to let that sizzle and get some. I want to see this thing in action. What's it called?
It is called. Let's see. It's called the Gel Fire.
All right.
The Nerf Gel Fire.
Okay, so Tom, go into it. I'm gonna see if we can find the Gel Fire in here.
All right. So, we're gonna get away from beer a little bit here.
In true solocast fashion, we're gonna deviate and bullshit a little bit.
Yeah. So, everybody loves Nerf, right?
I mean, who doesn't?
Who doesn't love Nerf? Everybody grew up shooting each other with Nerf darts. Hell, Dan and I were shooting each other with Nerf darts
in our mid-20s.
Yeah. I maybe close to our early 30s.
Close to our, yeah, pretty close.
So there is a new Nerf gun concept out there called the Gel Fire. Now, they're skewing away from the foam darts. They kind of got away from this in a little bit. They did I forget what the line was called, but they did larger guns that flew further, and they used basically practice golf balls. They were like foam.
Yeah, the foam
balls. They had a sniper rifle with it that flew, a far distance. So they're getting away from the foam, and they're expanding to other projectiles.
Yeah, so these look like these, and it's really hard to describe, but they're just like little gel,
they
balls.
fire tiny prehydrated super absorbent polymer rounds, which are that explode and splat on impact like a paintball, but without the paint stain.
Yeah, because they basically just soak up water.
Yes. So they're the things, if you have kids, like Dan and I do, you are familiar with these. They're basically little gel balls that you can put in water, and they absorb the water and they expand and they become gel-like.
Yeah.
So they're using these. So back in 2015, Hasbro realized that Nerf didn't really have an option in its lineup for teenage kids who'd grown up with the toy, but eventually found the brand's dart blasters underwhelming. They would instead gravitate more towards powerful alternatives like paintball and airsoft guns.
Look at this thing.
This led to the creation of the Rival line, which we were talking about earlier, which could launch 1-inch foam balls at speeds of up to 70 miles per hour. Goddamn, I need to get one of those. 70 miles. I'm going to blow my kid down the hallway.
You mean the Rival did?
Yeah.
Really?
70 miles, up to 70 miles. I'm going to come pop out from behind the wall and just boom.
I bet they're on clearance on Best Buy. We should probably snag some of them.
We probably should. Then they released the Hyper line, which used smaller, faster foam balls.
Guys, if you donate to the podcast, we could get these.
We
will make videos.
We'll make videos
of just us lighting up people. We'll go to Warwick and light up Ryan with gel blasters.
So this led to the creation of the Nerf Pro Gel Fire Mythic Full Auto Blaster.
That's what we're looking at right here.
Yeah. So they have they super absorbent polymer rounds the users need to hydrate with water. Yeah, so they're
Yeah.
exactly those gel
Orbeez.
balls.
That's what they're called.
That's
Orbeez.
what they're called.
Yeah, it was Orbeez. Those are the things that if you have kids at home, you're very familiar with Orbeez.
It comes with 10,000 rounds in the box, while its see-through feed hopper can hold around 800 of them. And here's the kicker: it holds 800, and it can fire those off in 80 seconds. All 800 rounds in 80 seconds. Like, I don't understand who needs that. Let me correct that. I need that, but I don't see the necessity in it.
What the fuck is this thing?
Gallahorn. So here it's semi-auto or full auto. So, take that for what it is.
Jesus
it needs a battery.
Christ.
It's got an extendable stock and a removable barrel. Oh man.
Tom.
Yeah. Share it, Dan. Share it with the class.
Thank you, Paired Pints, for this one. The Nerf Gallahorn. This is the most absurd thing I've ever seen.
What do we got here? What is that?
I don't know.
That looks like something from like Final Fantasy.
It's from Destiny. So.
Oh, it's from Destiny. Okay.
Yeah. If you were worried it would be disappointingly kid-sized, you could put those fears to rest.
Even an above average sized Asian woman can hold this thing.
Jesus Christ.
The fuck? How much is it, Dan?
Oh, I don't know, man. It's over 4 foot long.
Oh my God.
Oh man.
I bet you can't. It was only 100. Oh, it was 185.
Okay.
That's still not bad.
That's not bad for.
Not
Is
bad.
this? Is this showing it in action? Is it gonna shoot? I gotta see what it shoots.
Oh my God. I'm gonna shoot.
I gotta see, like, what are the dart size? Is it like
4 feet long?
Yeah. What kind of darts does it shoot?
Well, the good thing is if it runs out of darts, you can just bludgeon your opponent with it.
Jesus, that's
Oh
how
my
you
God.
cock it. Is it just a giant, like, rocket propelled grenade?
They didn't show the dart.
Ah.
Oh, what a cock tease.
They're killing me. Killing me.
Oh my God. That was like, do you remember the super soaker that was like the bazooka?
Yeah.
That like you could pump and like it would break skin. Oh, that was like, it had like a strap that oh my God, that thing was awesome. That was the best. Kids' toys. That's the exciting thing about having kids is like once they get into like toys, like real, that you're like, I kind of want to play with that. I can't wait to bust out like my Nerf guns and be like, here's your gun and here's mine.
Do you have like a military like Foot Locker in your garage that you're just gonna pull up and just like blow dust off of?
I should start hoarding Nerf guns and build up like an artillery and be like, open it up and like treat it like the weapon scene in Men in Black.
Your kid's 11th birthday, he's just gonna get a present. He opens it up and there's just a note inside that says "Run."
I'm out there like,
wait, what does that mean? And all of a sudden, he gets like the 3 laser beams, like the Predator, on him. Anytime.
No, I went from 6 to midnight.
Oh man,
it's
toy talk.
Yeah. We got a little bit of time left, Dan. Do you want to split another beer?
Yeah. What are you thinking?
I don't know.
All right, I'll pick one.
Reach into the fridge of destiny and let's see what we got here.
Well, I'm reaching into the fridge of destiny.
Yeah, I mean hopefully the technology with this new gel gun is better than the darts, because I have a fully automatic Nerf gun that shoots darts, but the problem that arises is that the darts start to bend and those jam up so easily. I would fire off like 5 rounds and then it's like jammed
You
and then screwed.
you talk about the you talk about the Nerf gun jamming like the M16 and Gnome.
Oh yeah,
like
no.
people are just talking about, oh yeah, they weren't waterproof, they jammed all the time.
Yeah, they should have never switched to it. Should have never switched to the M16. Yeah, that was a it was a downfall. I mean, it had its pros of the it had the pros of the being the fully automatic, which most people don't have fully automatic Nerf guns. So there was the advantage there, but once that thing jammed,
slow fully automatic though.
Yes, but it was still fully automatic nonetheless. You don't have to cock it back and fire off another dart, but you're left scrambling once the once that mechanism is jammed up. All right, Daniel.
Cheers.
IPA.
I mean, we're just gonna go into the hops again a little bit here, and you have so many IPAs in that fridge that I'm just like, we need to drink these. I just don't want to see them go to waste.
Yeah, I just don't drink enough. I don't drink enough of the fridge beers here. I always seem to get beers that end up in like my main fridge. And I'm like, I got to drink these. And I'm like, I come in here and I go to I'm like, oh man, there's all these beers in here.
Yeah, while we sit back for the last little bit, we are doing Astroid by Dancing Gnome. So another great West Coast / American style IPA. So just keeping the hop train going.
Yeah.
It was my choice, so I'm sticking to it.
I like it. Yeah. So next week we're going to be live at Victory. And
hell yeah.
I definitely expect some people to show up. I won't be, if people don't show up, I won't be mad, but I'll certainly be disappointed.
You know what? We're going to have fun no matter what.
I agree. We are working on.
If you're not showing up, please get in the stream so we can talk to you.
Yeah.
Because we're going to feel like a bunch of smacked asses if we're not talking to somebody on the stream, or at least on the podcast.
So we're trying to get a special guest for the podcast. A Philly athlete. There's some things thrown out. Did we talk about it last week? Yeah, we definitely did. We talked about it last week on last week's podcast about
talking about getting some Philly
yeah, we brought it up. Yeah,
Philly athletes.
Yeah, because Andy Man said that she did the beer with Adam.
Well, actually, I brought it up.
You did, and then Andy Man. It was like simultaneous.
Yeah.
Yeah. So there he is. We're working on it.
Yeah, he brought it up as I was bringing the article up.
Yeah. If you guys want to slide into Sheed's DMs and say, hey, you should probably go on the podcast.
Did we slide in his DMs yet?
We did not. I have typed up and deleted several messages. It's a range of hey, we're fans to desperate pleas.
Oh,
so I'm gonna slide in there and I think I have a good one. Planned out. Hopefully we can make it happen.
Dear Rashid, I am your biggest fan. It would be really cool if you came on my podcast and talked about craft beer with us.
Yeah, it's basically.
We heard you like craft beer. That's really cool.
It's basically
it's like a pen pal letter.
It's basically going to be like when Mac wrote that letter to Chase Utley. Yeah. It would be really cool if we could have a catch.
Oh man, what was the thing he says? It was something about the catch that they were gonna like bond over it or something.
I forget. It was weird.
And he does like the little motion.
Yeah. Yeah, we're gonna work on that. I need to reach out to Richie because he said he's there not infrequently.
Yeah, I mean he has already expressed a lot of interest in craft beer.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, definitely and maybe a slightly easier get than Jason Kelsey.
Yeah, I think
I feel like if we had Jason Kelsey on the podcast, we'd have to get an Airbnb because we'd get hammered.
Oh yeah, that would be a sloppy night. I think Kelsey would be a somewhat gettable obtainable guest outside of the season.
Yeah.
And they're going to be starting training camp right then.
Yeah.
So we had to back off that one.
Yeah, we'll have to wait till like dead of winter.
You know, it'd be a good guest.
What?
John Kruk.
Kruk would be a good one. I mean,
the Krucker would be a great one.
it'd be a great controversial guest, Kurt Schilling.
I don't know. I don't know if we're ready for those takes.
Oh man. Just to sit back and drink while he spouts off his shit. We could just have a little ticker under the stream that says the Best Friend podcast do not
endorse the
endorse the
opinions of
Kurt Schilling. Yeah. Just let him go. It would go viral.
Krucker would be a good one, but I would have to keep my wits about me because that would just degenerate into a lot of conversation about his one nut.
Oh man,
yeah,
would be some testicle talk. Where like,
oh yeah,
oh here, have a seat. Is the chair okay? Like you're not too off of the one side, are you?
So what's it like?
Are you gonna give him a chair that has a pillow just on the left side?
You got to tell me, was it the left one or the right one?
Yeah. We have a cushion here that we can just make sure that you're comfortable. You know.
What are your batches like now?
Jesus.
Any difference?
Oh man,
notable difference.
Trying to think of other like what are some like heinous like Philly sports guests that we could have on that would just be awful. One that comes to mind is Brett Myers. Would be just god awful, but it would have been perfect for Year of the Butt Rock though.
Yeah,
because he has a
that would have been a
band.
good one. What was the kid? Riley Cooper would be a bad one.
Oh, that would be a terrible.
That would be a bad one.
Yeah. He would not want to come on during the late 90s, early 2000s hip hop.
No. Okay. Can't sit near Crook speak. Oh, well, your opinion doesn't matter, Chris.
Yeah, I don't know. I like him a lot. I feel like he was a great addition to the commentating.
Oh, Dykstra. Ooh. Dykstra would be a tough one.
Dykstra. I mean, oh man. If we had the right amount, if we had the right amount of blow, if we could really just.
That would be a tough interview.
Do you think we'd like lure him into the podcast studio?
Is he out of jail?
I think he went back. I don't know. I feel like we'd have to lure him in like they lured ET with M&Ms, but it'd be crystal meth.
Oh man, what? We've named some disaster Philly athletes.
Yeah, I'm trying to think of some other like disasters that would be just like awful, but it would just be entertaining. It has to be awful but entertaining.
I'd punch Papelbon right in his fucking face.
Yeah, I mean Papelbon would just be a piece of shit to have on.
Yeah.
Could we go like national with that? Like what are some like national people that we could just have on that would be just awful but like would still be entertaining at the same time?
John Rocker.
Oh, we get canceled so fast.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, John Rocker would get us. Oh yeah, we'd be done. Oh, I had one in my head right before you said that. Now it's completely gone. It is gone. I was trying to think of somebody else that would just be like perfect for it.
Ron Artest. He did get his whole thing was he got beer thrown on him, so he jumped into the crowd.
Oh yeah, that's true.
Wait, he's Meta World Peace now.
That's is that what? Oh yeah, yeah, that's it. Okay, I was gonna say, didn't he? I thought he changed his name or something, or did something with
Meta
it.
World Peace.
Other people have changed their names that are fucking psychos. Is Ocho Cinco still crazy, or is he kind of calmed down?
No, he's kind of calmed down.
He's kind of calmed down.
Yeah. CJ or Chris White would he would be down for that guy. He's all Ocho Cinco's all footballed up.
Is that?
Yeah, he's all about football.
He's all about the football.
Oh yeah, all about the football. I'm trying to think, what other disasters would there be?
Yeah, some real like disaster, like some coaches too would be
Ray Rice.
Oh, Ray Rice! Jesus Christ, we couldn't do that, man.
Could have Deshaun Watson on.
No, we can't. No, we can't.
Oh, Worth would be. Oh my God!
I feel like Jason Worth would be perfect.
The ultimate Year of the Butt Rock.
Oh yeah, we'd have to introduce him to Godsmack, like his walk-up music for our podcast.
You mean like have okay? I thought you were saying like we have to tell him about this band called Godsmack. I'm like, I'm pretty sure he's aware of them.
No, like his walk-up music,
Yes.
like when he comes in.
Stay away from me.
I'm not gonna cut my hair.
Never misunderstand me. Oh my god, that would just be. Hey, forget beer. Just come on and talk about butt rock.
Oh yeah, that would be a good one.
Yeah, back in 2011, I followed Nickelback all around 3 countries actually.
Oh man, that would be good. Damn.
If he said like he has a text chain with Chad Kroger, I'd be like, man, that is right on brand.
Do you think Terrell Owens would come on?
No. I think he's like I'm pretty sure he's like straight edge.
Oh, okay, probably. He plays for that fan league or whatever.
Yeah. The fan controlled league.
The fan controlled league, yeah.
The dude's still an Adonis.
Yeah.
Like you gotta hand it to him. He's like 50 something years old,
Yeah.
and he is still just sculpted out of marble.
Oh yeah. Like he could walk onto the field and put up some yards.
Yeah. Yeah, I think so. I think that about does it, man. Yeah, hour 25.
Yeah, no, I think
Wrap
that was
this up.
that was a good one to end on, man.
Yeah,
I feel like
real piece of shit athletes.
it really develops a list for the future for us.
Yeah.
So
We could do this all night. I
I
mean,
know.
I could think of just real awful people. Dante Stallworth killed a person, ran him over.
I was trying to think of like shitty, like not like shitty, but like coaches that we had. What's the dude from LSU who's got the he's got the Cajun fucking accent?
Are you talking about
The coach.
Ed Ogeron?
Yeah.
Yeah.
How great would it be to like
Yeah.
get a couple beers deep with him and just be like, oh no.
Yeah, we already mentioned Rocker, Chris.
Yeah.
Thanks for paying attention during the episode.
He's watching the All-Star game.
Pay attention to Poohole.
Yeah, I was gonna say how many cards are in the All-Star game?
Doesn't every team have to have a representative?
A representative, yeah.
Yeah.
You could have more.
Yeah, Ed Ogeron, he had like that he just has that like
Doesn't he have like a really young like girlfriend or something?
might.
I thought he did. I don't know. But like, dude, when I hear him talk on those press conferences, home is what you make it.
Yeah, I'm sorry. Home. You want to see homos naked?
Yeah, it's like the Joe Dirt guy.
Man, the guy wants to see homos naked.
Oh, they got 3 or 4 there?
Oh, all right. They have a couple young talents there. So
Real old starting pitching lineup though.
yeah. Somehow Adam Wainwright is still pitching. I don't understand it.
Yeah, I don't know. Who else isn't Carpenter still pitching there?
No.
I thought I saw.
Was it Carpenter? Or is it Wayno? I don't know.
One of those two is still pitching, and I'm just wondering why.
Yeah, he's like 52 years old.
Yeah.
Just throwing junk. He's like Ed Harris in Major League, just rubbing snot on the ball. I can't throw like you, but a couple extra inches of break in this ball.
Oh yeah, Goldschmidt's on the.
And they have
Cards.
Arenado.
Yeah.
How is Pujols in the All-Star game? Let's be honest.
Dude, I can't believe Schwarber couldn't beat him. I was so upset.
Yeah.
Like he lost by a run, but at the same time, like, come on, man. Like Pujols was like, he was swinging like shit in the beginning, and he had to switch his bat. He went to a lighter bat and started like hitting dingers.
Yeah. Wayno, yes, did have a decent pick first half. It's unbelievable that Adam Wainwright is still in this league. And yes, it was a legacy pick. It was just, that's the thing about the All-Star game is, I don't know if they still do it. Do you remember they used to hand out the ballots at the stadium?
Really?
Yeah, they used to hand out the ballots at the stadium, and you'd fill out all your picks.
What, before the All-Star game? Like,
yeah, like when you go to a Phillies game,
when you go to a Phillies game,
leading up, like when they start All-Star
yeah.
voting, they would give you the ballot, like in like the 6th inning or something.
Oh man,
They'd give you the ballot, and they'd have like it would be like it would look like a Scantron sheet, but it would have like each position, and all the options. And
Man.
you just scribble them in.
We were so young probably when that happened that we just
That was recent, man. That
really
was at least like 5 years ago.
I feel like the internet really took that over though.
Yeah, I mean, you could still vote online, but like if you were there, they would hand it out. They would hand it out like like the
with like the paper or with the booklets and stuff.
no. They would come around, like the ushers would come around and like pass them around like the credit card things at the end of a flight. Like right before the flight landed. It's like, well, now let's tell you about our American Airlines credit card from Citibank.
Oh yeah.
Okay. And then they'd start like walking around like, you want one? No? You want to sign up?
Then I've probably just like waved those people off.
Oh yeah. No, I've definitely filled it out at the park. But that does it. It was a fun one. Low energy. But it was
Hey, we gotta save the energy for next week. Guys, tune in if you're gonna be on the stream. We definitely understand if you're too far away from Philly, but hey, if you are within driving distance, we better see you out there.
Go on our Facebook.
Facebook event page is going. We've got that set up. Link is in our bio for our Facebook page. It's pinned to the top of our page. So come there. I mean, if you're not coming, just you know what? Mark that you're going if you're going online.
If you ain't coming, you losing.
This is what I'm gonna say right now because we want it to look good for the algorithm. If you're gonna be joining us online, mark that you're going.
There you go.
There you go.
Yeah. Just say you'll be there.
Yeah.
Because you'll be there in video.
More people mark that they're going, makes it rise up in the algorithm. Let's just keep
let's keep fighting the machine, guys.
Let's keep that ball rolling. So guys, mark that you are attending. And oh man. The beer meal is gonna be in Canada.
You'll be there in spirit, Matt.
He's hauling more beer though.
Yeah, bring us some Molson, man.
Yeah. Oh, what's the there's like this mountain lion one that's made by Molson. It's like a really cheap beer out there. It just has a mountain lion on it. It's called like mountain lion beer.
I always just think of the scene from what is it? What was the movie with John Candy and Rick Moranis?
The Great Outdoors?
Yeah, Great Outdoors.
Yeah.
Oh, well, the beer sucks.
Oh no, that was no, that's the Canada one. That's
yeah, I thought that was Great Outdoors.
No, it's not the Great Outdoors. That's what's that? The one where they
Strange Wilderness?
No, it's the one where they go to war with Canada. It's the one that what's his name? Michael Moore. Michael Moore directed that one.
Really?
Yeah. Oh, what was that one called?
Moosehead Light Lime?
Oh, Dragged by the Gallon.
I won't judge you because I am a fan of Bud Light Lime, and I am also a fan of Moosehead. I used to have several Moosehead t-shirts that were
we used to get the free t-shirts
out of the case.
Well, I used to give you the t-shirts because they never fit me. Because they were
they were one size fits most.
Yeah, they were one size fits America. Yeah. And I was 3 sizes short of America.
They were like Nike.
Canadian Bacon.
That's what it was.
That's the one. Yeah. Dude, Michael Moore, I'm pretty sure Michael Moore directed Canadian Bacon.
Yeah, they looked like all those Moosehead shirts that came out of the boxes looked like they fit Dan like
shit, that was 1995. Holy hell. Yeah, Michael Moore directed it.
Oh, wow.
Alan Alda?
They fit Dan like they made him look like one of the grandparents in Willy Wonka and the Chocolate
Yeah,
Factory.
I looked like one of the kids that got taken by the Lost Boys and Peter Pan. I needed like a little cap and like a candle, like a little candle holder.
Yeah, it just looked like you were wearing a nightgown.
Yeah. Ebenezer Scrooge. The Marleys were coming to visit me.
But yeah, go on our Facebook page, click the event. Let's say you're coming.
Yeah, say you're coming. Join us in the chat. But more importantly, if you're around, come hang out.
Yeah, come hang out. We're gonna be hanging out with Richie. The beers are gonna be flowing. There's exclusive beers that you can only get at Philly.
That's the best part about Victory Philly. It's beers that are brewed in Philly that aren't anywhere else.
Yeah, we're gonna be jamming, man.
We're gonna be jamming. I hope you like jamming too, guys, because we're gonna be jamming. And we're jamming, we jamming.
Yeah, but follow, check out our Facebook page. It's on there. It's facebook.com/bestbestfriendspod.
Actually, yeah, if you just put @bestbestfriendspod, that's bestbestfriendspod. Went into your search bar.
Went for boom, hit alive. Not disappointed.
Not disappointed.
Not
though.
disappointed.
But as always, guys, we have reminders of the event on our Instagram too. So follow us on there. It's Best Friends Pod at Instagram. So at Best Friends Pod. That's Best Friends POD. And guys, I know we have a couple of people watching on Twitch. We appreciate you guys. But yeah, twitch.tv/Best Friends Pod. Did we get that corrected right?
Yes.
Yeah, we did. That's Best Friends POD.
And it's twitch.tv.
That's what I said.
Did you?
Twitch.tv.
Did you?
Yeah.
Did you?
Yeah.
Did you?
Yeah.
Okay.
Go back to the tapes. Circle back.
It's a replay. Best Friends POD. Man, Twitch is the best option.
Twitch.ca. It's from Canada.
A. That's the A. Twitch is the best option to watch the podcast. They're the ones that don't.
Yeah.
They don't hit us with any judgments.
Nope, no judgments there. I mean,
When
we
you're
haven't got any judgments on YouTube, really. I mean,
No, you're right. We haven't. It's just Facebook.
Facebook's been
They've just been zucking us hard.
Yeah, they've been zucking us.
They've been
Zucking us with no lube, man.
We've
Just
tried
really just zucking us with no foreplay.
We try to zig when they try to zuck, and then we don't zig enough.
Just zucking us.
Yeah.
Show us on the doll where they're zucking us.
And then shoot us some emails. If you want to be a part of the podcast, you want to make a suggestion for the podcast. You want to hear some late 90s, early 2000s hip hop?
Always do.
Yeah, we've had a couple of suggestions come through and we played them on the podcast. It's bestbestfriendspod@gmail.com, bestbestfriendspod. At gmail.com.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, so that wraps it up. You guys know the deal. Follow, rate, review, all that good stuff. Whatever. The people that are listening heard it up front anyway. Send us money me, money now. I really want that new board. It's gonna happen.
Yeah, we need a new mixing board.
It's gonna happen eventually. That's it.
I think the last thing this board mixed was like Amber by 311.
Oh, come on, man. It's done us well. It's done us well. It's got USB capabilities. All right, guys. That about does it, huh, Dan?
That about does it, man.
Yeah. Dan, you know how I feel about you.
I love you. Always have.
I didn't have anything to say. I was so taken aback by it.
And guys, we always appreciate you tuning in live via stream. Audio listeners, you guys are all right too. I'm coming around to you.
We loved you. Always have.
But yeah, it's not goodbye forever, guys. It's just
Goodbye for now. I'm not the type to say I told you so.
And yeah. Always remember, and I'll tell you this live if you're there in Philly next week, 1776 Ben Franklin Parkway.
I don't know. You didn't do it with Bill Kovaleski.
No, I was afraid to.
Yeah.
A little scared. But always remember, Jeffrey Epstein didn't kill himself. That is the responsibility of the Clinton family.
Man, hard take right at the end.
Yeah, they have a lot of kill shots.
Jeez. All right, guys.
All right, everybody. Best Friends Podcast, episode 124.
Yep. We out.
See you. All right, audio's done. Chat.
Bye, stream.
Thank you guys for joining us. We will catch you hopefully live
Next week.
Next
live.
week.
Next week.
We're doing it live. See ya. Click.